So this is the Ophir, Tintic, and Western Train Show.
Oh, it's a fun one.
It's the very first one of the year. It's held at Thanksgiving Point along the Wasatch front, which is kind of a fun place.
It is.
It's really nice to see these train shows all coming back online.
It is.
We've been without train shows for quite some time, and well, it feels like quite some time. Anyway, from what we're seeing online, most of the train shows are going to be back this year.
Wow.
And we're looking forward to going to all of them.
Of course.
As always, there are the usual displays. This is the Rio Grande Historical Society. Oh, this is neat. This is HO scale railroad over here. I think this is one of the modules by the actual club, the Ophir, Tintic, and Western, although I'm not sure. If you know, do jump into the comments and let us know exactly which club brought these modules. A lot of N scale this year.
Oh yes, look at that.
It's really neat. And one of these railroads is again the sponsoring club, the Ophir, Tintic, and Western, but gee, there were, I don't know, 3 or 4 in scale layouts. One of the things I like most about the train shows is the kids love them.
Right, they really get into it.
It's just fun to watch kids loving trains again. And the future of the hobby are these kids. So if they don't get excited, then there won't be a hobby. And it's just really nice that these train shows are able to involve more of the younger set.
Right.
Can I connect one too?
Not these ones.
I want to connect them.
There's always some fun activities for the kids too, like this balloon making event.
Yeah, it's just fun. Again, the desire is to get as many kids involved as possible, and well, sometimes that means bringing in a balloon artist.
Right, I've never mastered that art though.
No, me neither. I've tried too, and I did manage to explode a lot of balloons.
Yeah, no kidding, that's me.
So this is a scale trains model. It's former Southern Pacific. I figured, one of my friends gave me the idea to do a tunnel motor in Utah railway scheme, and it's part of my sort of fictional, revisionist history of Utah railroading, is that the Thistle Slide never happened in my imagination, and this and a sister unit I'm working on right now run the Marysvale branch for Utah Railway. And then down here are my pride and joys. These are former Cotto Santa Fe units, but they're painted up for my fantasy road, the Utah Terminal, which runs the former Provo Canyon branch and the former Utah Southern Salt Lake to Provo, Maine.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good fantasy railroad.
Thanks. I took inspiration from Southern Pacific, C&W, and Rio Grande. The Rio Grande influence is in the in the billboard lettering for the sides there on the long hoods, and then I got a C&W lightning stripe and then Southern Pacific colors. But on the nose there, I'm really proud of that. The design is like the U of U logo.
It is.
With a T inside the U, like the N inside the B of Burlington Northern.
Cool.
And then I got this transfer caboose. This is supposed to be a Utah Terminal caboose. I gotta remove the Great Northern heralds on the ends there. But I'll slap a logo on there. I just love transfer cabooses, you know, because I see them on the UP locals that they run out to the west side. They got those Missouri Pacific, and they've got a Southern Pacific one, but they're just awesome.
Over here we have the toy train operators. They've got their 3-rail Lionel in the middle there, and then running around the outside perimeter, they've got their American Flyer.
I don't know why, I just love these trains.
Oh, I love the toy trains.
I do.
And partially because I had them as a kid,
Right,
but also just how can anything be funner than that?
exactly.
And up here we have the Garden Railroad Club. They always bring this modular railroad to the shows just to sort of show this off. More typically, it would be running outside,
Right.
like our railroad.
Hopefully we'll get running outside.
We're looking forward to the snow melting. These guys are predominantly running 1/29th scale up here. They had a smattering of European stuff, but for the most part, this is all American prototype in 1/29th scale,
Nice.
which seems to be what this club is most interested in. Modern stuff, if
Yes,
you will. Well, by modern, I mean post-steam. Diesels and even some very modern diesels, but a lot of this stuff is more like post-war diesel.
So does that mean as you age, you run out of steam?
Ooh, good point. And check this out, they've got this really neat through-the-truss double-track bridge. And I was paying a lot of attention to this because my current project that I'm just starting now is the big trestle for our railroad. And so I was sort of observing their construction techniques. Same cars. Yep. They're expensive. And probably the largest display in the room was the Lego guys.
I see they brought the dignitaries along.
They brought the dignitary. And this automated apartment block here where the lights turn on and off and it's all full of people and everything.
That sounds usual, but yeah.
I guess this is the current state of toy trains.
I think so. The Lego is taken off.
The other guys have the post-war toys, and Lego is the current state of affairs when it comes to toy trains, and boy, has this become popular.
No kidding.
This was far and away the largest group of people at the train show. They've even designated this now L scale.
L scale.
L
Wow.
for Lego. Yeah, go figure. And of course the dealers.
That's my favorite part of the whole train show.
It's sort of like going antiquing, but different. It's treasure hunting.
It's treasure hunting.
It's just, I don't know that we would go to all the train shows if it weren't for the idea that we might just stumble across some amazing treasure that we can't say no to.
Which we've done that.
We did that at this train show.
Oh, yes, we
boy.
did. Yes, a couple of things.
We came across some wonderful 3D prints. This, had I discovered this stuff back when I was doing HO, because I had a 1950s-ish HO layout back then, and signaling, automated signaling like this. Holy chamoly. I mean, I put signals up on my railroad, but they didn't actually work. They were just birdie faces. This stuff all uses state-of-the-art electronics and train sensing through the tracks to determine the position of the train and to set the signals accordingly. It just blows my mind when I watch this series. And 3D printing.
Oh, that's one of my favorite things right there.
The quality of the 3D printing has gotten so good over the last few years. And this fellow here, we're going to try to chase down his website. We bought a bunch of these pieces from him.
Right.
The price was unbelievably affordable, and the quality, look at the quality.
Oh, that is just amazing.
We bought that steam engine, along with a boiler and another steam engine and stuff. Oh, over here, this is Greg Hardy.
Right.
And he's gone back to 2-rail O-scale trains. It's mostly brass over here, and he fired these up and showed us how this whole thing works. He's rebuilding our Berlin K36 that was damaged in shipment, and we turned that over to him to be repaired, and we're really looking forward to that. He does some of the best brass work.
I don't think he's back completely. Mostly, I talked to him 2 hours ago. Well, did you? I haven't seen him for a couple of weeks. But I didn't know. He still had. I think he was still going back and forth. The background thing.
And Jim Wandless and these guys over here had this N-scale operational layout. They do prototype operations. And they were involving some kids and teaching them how to do prototype operations over here. This was really neat.
Oh, I like this
Wait, back up. Okay, and then this one. There you go.
Now we are going to move it into the Y. We're going to move it to the end of the Y. And then
And up here in the backstage area is the Wasatch N-scalers.
Right.
Always fun to see these guys at the train show. This is such a great railroad. That's really neat. So how goes the home railroad?
Oh, great.
Yeah, still operation sessions?
You betcha. Twice
Yeah.
a month. You ought to come over and do it again now that we got pretty much all scenic.
That'd be fun. We like to just be a fly on the wall rather than actually operate, but it'd still be fun to see.
Well,
It's
you're
always
invited to
fun
come
to
over
see.
anytime you want to.
We should.
check it out.
Their focus has always been prototype operations.
Right.
And this entire railroad is designed for doing set-outs and picking up cars and taking them from one place to another. Just classic prototype operations. But this time there was a unique twist to that.
Right.
And that's that they were set up in such a way that they were able to put their modules together in a big long line. So it goes from one part of the building to another part of the building, operating this railroad the way a railroad is intended to be operated, taking things from one place to another.
Right.
That was fun.
It was.
Unit train coming through. Well, it's a very mixed unit. Each car is its own unit. This was a lot of fun.
Oh, it always is.
Always is one of the great train shows here along the Wasatch Front. Well, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, or maybe even a member to the channel, that membership costs a little money. Subscribing doesn't cost anything. And the easy way to become a subscriber is to click on the upcoming blue button. Zoink! Right there. Well, we're not sure how you found this video on the internet. We hope you didn't find it boring, and we will see you here on Tuesday with some Tuesday stuff. We'll see you then.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.